center road there. Yeah, again, guys, we've been seeing artillery, mortars, RPGs. We've been seeing a very heavy amount of a fire coming in the direction of those reactors. So this is a very dangerous situation. It's a very heated battle going on within just a short distance of these nuclear reactors. Again, for those wondering which building is on fire, it is unconfirmed, but it does look to be that combined auxiliary building towards the right side. Okay, so I have a more accurate map now, actually, of what's going on here. This is a better view here. So the Russian forces are moving up this road here towards the plant. These are our reactors here behind our camera, which is positioned here on the administrative building. There's a fire in this building here. On the layout, that auxiliary building is actually over here. So we are still unsure as to what building here is on fire, but we're going to get more information on that. It does sound like our air raid sirens are sounding in Kiev at this time. I'm going to try to take that audio just down a little bit here. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on what's going on in Kiev, but I'm going to switch back over to that cam at the nuclear plant here. So again, switching back over to our other cameras here. We are hearing air raid sirens sounding off in Kiev. Okay, we're going to switch back over to our power plant camera here. We will keep an eye on what is going on in Kiev, though, so stand by for information on that, guys. They have been sounding air raid sirens multiple times tonight. Again, we're seeing some flashing here in the background. Again, for those just tuning in, this is a live feed out of that nuclear power plant. in Ukraine, where Russian forces are currently moving up on the plant. We are unsure at this time if Ukrainian forces are still trying to repel the Russian attack. However, it did seem as if the Russians had moved up closer to the plant. You can see some of their vehicles there coming up that road there in the center. We have confirmed that those are Russian vehicles moving up at this time, and those are Russian forces on the ground. We are waiting to hear more. At this time, it does look like the situation with the reactors themselves is stable. However, we're going to have to wait to get more information on that. We are keeping an eye on the radiological monitoring sites for this plant, so we will keep tabs on that data. Again, the camera was just panned by the remote operator. You can see that building there in the distance still on fire. We are still getting confirmation as to what that building exactly is. The auxiliary building is a little bit off to the right side of the camera here. We're unsure what that building is there, but the reactors are positioned directly behind where this camera is. Again, we're going to wait to get more information on that. We also see some smoke from a fire that is rising over here on the left side of the cam as well. There we saw some other incoming fire there. A lot more incoming fire here. Again, it looks like they're firing on a position possibly in or around that building. It is hard to tell. I have been informed that prior to the flares falling, there was a few big hits on the reactor side. We are still trying to get confirmed information on the status of those nuclear reactors, so stand by on that. Yeah, some other people speculating that another large explosion there. Some other people are speculating that that could be another administration building over there. We have been told that the building that the camera is currently on top of, right below us, is the administrative building. In fact, the front doors to that building are directly below the edge of the roof there. Clennon over on our Discord, she reports that it's most likely the training and education building for site workers that we see there that is on fire. However, again, we are still trying to get some more concrete information on that at this time. For those just tuning in, we are seeing a battle over the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine. Again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. We are seeing Russian forces moving up the road there in the center. That is Russian hardware you are looking at on the ground. They are currently contesting over the nuclear power plant. The Ukrainian forces are there on the ground, attempting to repel this attack. We are still trying to get status on the nuclear reactors. We do have people keeping an eye on the radiological monitoring sites and the data coming from those. This is very similar to the situation we saw unfold in Chernobyl just the other day. We saw a battle for the plant in Chernobyl there, the active reactor that is still there. And shortly after, we did see spikes in the radiological from those monitoring sites there in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. We are still waiting to get more information here, though, guys, as the minutes go by. So stand by. Okay, so we do have confirmation here. It does look like the reports that the first power unit was being repaired. However, there was no removal of the nuclear fuel from the first power unit. Again, guys, this is a very dangerous situation unfolding here. We will keep you up to date as we get more information in. Again, we can see that building on the right side there, what is believed to be some kind of either administrative or an educational training center for the plant workers that we are seeing on fire there. Again, for those of you just tuning in, we are witnessing the Russian forces are advancing on this nuclear power plant in Ukraine. They are still fighting over the plant at this time. There's some of our analysts over in the Discord are speculating that it's possibly a defensive counterattack or an evacuation attempt by Ukrainian forces that we witnessed a second ago when we saw that escalation of fire. Again, we have people also taking a look into the wind patterns at this time. And keeping an eye on those. We still don't have concrete information on the status of those nuclear reactors. Looks like winds are going southeast at the moment from the reactor. So Ukraine's foreign minister has come out and called Russia to immediately end fighting at the nuclear power plant and provide access to firefighters. He quotes, "If it blows up, it'll be 10 times larger than Chernobyl. Russians must immediately cease the fire, allow firefighters, establish a security zone." That is, again, from the foreign minister of Ukraine. There is word that possibly a fire truck is approaching the plant. That could be some of the lights you see there in the center of the cam approaching the plant. That could be a fire truck as they try to get this fire resolved here at the plant.